Well, hello and welcome to FATSQUATCH Games. That's right, we've got a 2v2 battle here. I'm playing with KnightTurok, and he's a rank 22. I have my rank 14. We're going to be going up against Atomic 2 and Basic 19.01, a 20 and a 22. Now, guys, in this video, I'm just going to talk about how you can win with the higher ranks. Now, my skill level, you guys, is a skill level 3. That's right. Here you go. Barely a skill level 3. Now, yes, I've upgraded some key things, but let's jump into this thing, and I want to talk about how you don't have to be afraid when you're playing with higher levels. It's really about the map, and it's also about how you play, okay? Because those higher levels are going to probably out-upgrade you quite a bit. And their skill levels could be very high. So you can't go head-to-head with them. You've got to think about how you're going to attack them and how you're going to work with your high-rank partner. Okay? So let's jump into this 2v2 FATSQUATCH and Friends battle with KnightTurok. Yeah! Grab your popcorn and a soda and enjoy the ride. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes, we're on the king of the hill, you guys. Not a huge map. Okay, now I'm going to put down my construction yard. And what I'm going to do, guys, on this map, when you're in this position, and many of the other positions are pretty much the same way, there's these tiny little entrances that you can come into. Now, obviously, there's bushes there as well, so I've got to keep my eye on that. But I'm going to go ahead and build my buildings in front of my headquarters to kind of block and put as many structures up in that area as possible. Now I've got my quick build there with 2 supply centers. I threw down 2 bunkers so that I don't get scouted right away. And I've got my 1 barracks because obviously, even with a scouting boost, I will not be able to outbeat these guys when it comes to getting to those containers. So I'm grabbing containers that are close to me. Now, unfortunately, I did have a container I could have gotten, but I was occupied and I missed my opportunity to click on that container. Now, Red's going to come up here and snag that one from me, but you can see they're already down here and around there and everywhere, grabbing containers. These guys were pretty quick. Turok got that one, which is great. And Red's already made his way over to Turok. Now, Turok was upgrading his HQ to level 2 last time we looked there. And here I am. I'm going to be putting up a 3rd supply center, you guys, just so I can get my resources going here. And a factory. Gonna grab and get a fortress out, I believe, just to help with them as far as scouting goes. Because if they're trying to scout me out or they figured out that I'm that low-ranked player, that's not a good thing. So you basically want to keep them from figuring out who that low-ranked player is for as long as possible. Now, you can see I've got my factory up, and I'll be getting out a unit here in just a moment. 3 supply centers. Turok is trying to get past this coyote. He wants me to scout out my enemy. The only problem is, if I send a scout over there, most likely on its own, it won't make it. But I'm going to give it a shot, and we'll see what happens. Now, I've got power, I believe, was it more power going up? Yes, more power going up. You can see coyotes just cut me right off. So yellow's using coyotes. Now, if they have premium, they know there's a lower rank, a rank 14 playing. So they probably feel somewhat confident about the battle. And you can see one of them spent some gold on a nice avatar. So they're probably got some gold to spend and some boosts and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stick a bunker, and a couple bunkers up there as well. Now we're looking at Turok's base here. He's got a bunker going in front of his barracks. He's got to get that AV factory up quickly. I'm upgrading my HQ. And I'm upgrading my factory as well. And I'll build a second factory here in a little bit. Now, we're at 3.5 minutes, and yellow is going to start coming over and trying to test my defenses. You can see Turok's got his fortress down, air pad up, upgrading the factory. Yes, he's letting me know he's got AV on the way. Look how red, did you guys see how red put that gun tower behind his barracks? Nice placement right there. Now I'm not sure which one of these was the 20 and which one was the 22, but who knows really. Doesn't matter, with my rank 14, either one would be a challenge. Another supply center for Turok. And we've got scouts out there in the middle of the map on that hill. It's called King of the Hill because there's a big hill in the middle. But there's also entrances off that hill that go to the sides of the map. And we're going to take advantage of that in this battle. So I've got hammers out now. I've got my second factory up. Throwing down another barracks. Or upgrading my barracks, I should say. To heavy assaults, actually. Gonna upgrade that factory, that second factory now, to tier 2. So I can get more hammers out. And it appears I didn't make any fortresses yet. I do like to do that. I do recommend making at least 1 or 2 fortresses right out of the gate, you guys, to help with that scouting from the enemy. So Turok's got a couple vertex out already. Special vehicle factory going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 supply centers. And we're going on 5.5 minutes. And he sees me building and upgrading and going, and he tells me to relax, man, it's not that bad. I'm actually having a great time, by the way. And I'm not sure why he said relax, but this was also on one of my live streams. So I'm not sure what I said that made him respond like that. I'm just building, I said. Because I knew what was coming. And I knew I had to defend my base. And I also wanted to contribute and take out the enemy. So there comes a scout. There we go. My hammers took care of that. Heavy assaults. So that is what I recommend, guys. If you're going to play with the higher ranks, see how I kind of built my buildings up in that entrance right there. And then those heavy assaults and hammers are really the units to use, to be honest with you, because a lot of the times you're going to get, if it's Confed going against resistance is going to build either those armadillos or jags, but either way, hammers and heavy assaults can take care of those jaguars pretty nicely. Even with that chameleon fog, you can pop out a cyclone if you need to. All right, so now Turok is taking out the defenses here for red. That gun tower. He's going to scout out yellow now. And yellow's got 5 supply centers, a couple factories. These guys. Oh, and here comes yellow. Now, see, I locked my guys in place. They have to go around my units. They can't go through. So you want to lock them in place, you guys, right in front of your buildings. See how he had to go around instead of going through? Thank you, Turok, for grabbing that one in the back and assisting with the air. But guys, if you lock your guys in place, it's basically like a wall. They're going to have to go around, but it's better than a wall because they're firing at the enemy units. So now I've got those guys on patrol mode. Back at Turok's base here. He's getting his Zeus out in his long range. And he's getting ready to send a small group over to red here to torment red. He says these guys suck. Well, you know, I think they saw my rank and they maybe played a little bit slower than they may usually play. But let's see. So you can see they got jags and some armadillos and porcupine. And I can't see what those... Yep, it looks like maybe grenadiers. So he's built his gun tower back up there. And Turok is feeling good. Now, Turok has I think he told me, a very high skill level and some good upgrades, so he was feeling pretty confident when going up against Red. He's setting his group over there. He's got a Cyclone in the air for visibility. Oh, and those Porcupines are going to take that Cyclone out. Oh, the Cyclone survived. Oh no, wait a minute. Oh, he's just above the ridge, which puts him just outside of reach of those Porcupines. Here comes the Zeus and the long range. Now guys, I'm gonna keep plugging. I'm plugging this entrance here. But so far, Yellow's been attacking just that left side, that front right there. I do have that bunker, remember, down there, and I've got visibility here, just in case he tries to come around and up towards my backside. But so far, so good. I've got more units just plugging that area right there. And here goes Turok for the barracks. 3 Zeus and 4 long range in the back. Another 4th Zeus on the way here with the Vertex coming through to take care of those gun towers. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Nice. So really good control of the units there. He's got Zeus up in the front. Now Red was actually going to go around that side, or maybe even come up to me. Who knows what Red was going to do there. Red's got to come back down now. And Red's coming right into the middle. Look at that Jag right in the middle. Oh, man. Oh, they got a couple of those. They got a couple of units there. 4 left. Trying to get that Zeus out of there. But another long range in the back here with another Zeus. Those Porcupines won't be able to hold it. Now, I see an opportunity, and guys, this is where you need to pay attention, okay? If your higher ranked partner starts to make some progress down there at the base across from them, you want to be thinking quickly, because you need to assist and take at least one of these players out as fast as you can. So I've got my hammers here, I've got my heavy assaults, and eventually here what I'm going to do is take this group, I'm going to move them kind of towards the middle. Now hopefully, and this is I'm hoping that there's a scout from Yellow down there, because I want them to see me kind of coming across and then heading back up. I'm going to head back up and see if Yellow's going to come over. Now I'm going to throw out some walls just to plug the space up. Plug it up. I want the Yellow units, if they do come over, to get stuck in the front of my base. You can see I've got my rocket tower up. And I'm going to keep producing units, just enough to max out my CP to block that entrance to my base. And slowly I'm going to make my way down here, because Turok has done a great job on the front of Red's base here. And he's going to start to move in. But just to make sure to seal the deal, I want to make sure I've got some guys down there to help him. So you want to obviously make sure your base is good. Now you can see there's an armadillo coming. Testing it out. They saw my group down there in the middle. And my defense right there is doing a good job. We'll see what happens. Yellow does attack me again, you guys. You'll see here in a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and make a push for it. And I'm going to send my guys down across the middle, but I'm not going to go right into the front where Turok's at. I'm going to go around and come in. You'll see here in a second. There's a little entrance on the side of the mountain here. There you go. On the side of the hill. You can go down the side here in between the two enemies' bases. And then I'm going to come right down the back side of Red. Now Red is focused on trying to defend Blue, but now he will be attacked from both sides. And that's really what you want to do, is kind of just complement whatever your partner's doing. You want to complement that. So I'm going to go on the back side here. He wants me to destroy that last barracks there. So I'm going to do that. And we're going to focus on this side while he's on that side. Squish him like a sandwich. We can see here comes Yellow with Jags. So I'm going to focus on those jags. Come on. Yeah. And you can see how he just had to stop right in front of my base there, plugging up that hole. And we've got red now, taking red out of the battle here. I've got my guys. They're going to move up now, up front. And we're taking care of these last buildings that red's got. Now, yellow has built his base. You can see how he kind of, very organized actually. A nice looking base yellow has. And I'm going to let Turok finish that last building. I'm heading up to yellow. You can see I've maxed out my CP. And really, guys, I only did a level 2 headquarters on this one. Didn't want to invest any other resources into that because I wanted to max my CP out at level 2 as quickly as I could and put my resources into unit production. Here we go. Now I got some queued up here, so as my guys die, okay, and that's what I recommend doing actually, you guys. Whenever you go to attack, before you attack, go to your factories, queue up your guys. You won't be able to do it from the master button because it's already maxed out CP, but if you go to the actual barracks or factory and do it, you can actually keep adding those on. So as your guys die when they attack, you'll produce more units, and then you can rally them right to that location. So we're going to go along the back side because I figured yellow's guys are up front, and I was right. Yellow's guys were in the front of his base. So I'm going to focus right here. I'm parking my guys, locking them in place, letting those porcupines and units come to me. Now we're going to move in for the kill, take out that HQ, because all I see is porcupine right now. And Turok is moving across the middle with his guys, cleaning up any units down there. There we go. Got my defense boost up. The reason I did the defense boost is just in case I had more guys coming towards my base. Now I'm sending guys across from my base as well to surround yellow from all sides, and he's now going to surrender and actually blow up his buildings because he has been squished. Guys, this is how good teamwork looks. Good game, Daddy Bubba. Thank you, Turok. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it gives you some ideas or helps you if you decide to play with higher ranks. GG, baby. Victory. Yeah. Feels good. You guys don't have to be scared. And if you don't have a high skill level, it's not always about your skill level or even your upgrades. If you guys can pay attention to the map, study the maps, and work with your partner and complement what they do, you'll have success, just like I did. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I've got other videos where I play with high ranked and also lower ranks on my resistance side. And also I've made a video, or stream rather, where you can watch and get more information on the Art of War 3 Outstanding Player Program. If you want to see about that and learn more information on that, click right here. Alright, you guys, make sure you watch my members only videos. To do that, become a member, hit the join button, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, watch this video right here from my featured friends. It's awesome. We'll see you all in the next battle.